their stuff. And hopefully you guys can all see my wall decorations on my window back there. That's all from Sully. This is our mail. And he thinks it's great wallpapering. All right, so let's start it off. Today we're going to start off with bands. We've got a nice little collection of what people are chiming in about, of what they'd like to do and what they'd like to see. So we're going to start off with a little bit of buns. Booty work today. We'll do some guns and stuff too, okay? So if you don't have your little hoops, hip bands, whichever ones that you want, please, 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 let's go buy them. We can utilize these pretty quickly. If you have a really thick band, maybe you bring it up above the knees, okay? Above the knees, if it's a thick band. If it's a weaker band, you can go below the knees. The lower it goes towards the feet, the harder it's going to be. If you have a super weak one and you have more, you can double up. You can put some below the knees. You can put them up above the knees. So you can have one below, one above, okay? So start here. We're going to put the bands on. I've got a mid-sized band, and I have a weaker one here. So we're going to start here, feet out outside of my hips. I'm going to try to keep this knee here nice and stable. I'm going to step and tap. Look at my legs when I finish. The shins are vertical. The knees aren't broken in. The job is to push them out with the knees, right? So now it works out these abductors. I'm going to tap my foot back in. So there's still tension here. Should never be loose. We're going to tap and bring it back in. Tap, bring it back in. 3, 4, we're going to do 15 of those. 5, 6, 7, 8. If you don't have a band, 10, keep going. You got 15, you're on your backs. Just to help warm up your glutes, you do a single leg bridge and drive that hip up, okay? Just to kind of work on your booty and just kind of wake that up. Now, once your 15 are done, we're going to go to that other side. Stable, nice and stable, tap, break that band, step it out, break that band. It's going to get warm back there fairly quickly. If it is not, right, bring that band down a little bit lower on yourself. Take it down, make it a little warm back there after your 15th one. Stand up nice and tight or tall, shake it out, okay? So I'll readjust mine. Now we're going to keep those feet outside of your hips. Nice wide stance. Push those knees out to the sides. We're going to do really, really small steps. I want to take about 30 steps, 20, 30 steps before I get to the camera. I'll get all the way to that camera, and then I'm going to boop that camera. Boom, right there. Keep those knees out nice and wide. Work your way back, 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 back. The smaller, the better. The more, the better, right? Ooh, gets nice and warm back there. We'll do that 2 times. Work your way forward. If you just have a mat, maybe it's 6 feet in front of you, you're going to take several steps. Smaller, the better. Work it forward. Get to the edge of that mat. Get your bottom down. Check out that side. We're in that athletic position. Butt back, chest forward. Working it forward. Tons of steps, tons of steps. Work it back. Hopefully it's getting nice and warm for you back there. Right in that posterior area. Once you get back to the edge of your mat, we're going to get a nice little squat in there. So feet are going to stay out nice and wide. What's that?
I said you want me to never walk again.
Yes, we're going to keep you right there at your house. You'll be COVID free for a while. Keeping you safe. All right. Knees stay wide. Give me that nice little squat. Push those knees out at the end. Don't let them fall in here. Push them out. Stand back up. Now, I don't want you to stand all the way up. Don't need to stand up super tall. We're going to go about 3/4 of the way. So we go down, right back up. 1, push those knees out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you're at home and you don't have that band, put both feet on the ground for your little bridge position now, okay? So you're away from that single leg and you got both feet on that ground. After your 10th squat for us here, shake out that bottom, shake it out some. Good. All right. Now, last one we're gonna do, we're gonna travel forward. So we're gonna step forward at a 45-degree angle. Don't let this knee fall in quite yet. We're gonna try to keep it there, okay? So step, keep that there. Now we'll bring it in, tap that foot in, step out 45 degrees forward this way, tap, bring it out. There's still a lot of tension on this band. Step, tap, step, tap. Work your way forward about 6 feet. Give me that nice athletic position. And then all the way forward, get to the end, tap that camera, work your way back. Tap, step, own that position, push those knees out, make those glutes fire. Good. Ooh. All right. Shake them out, shake them out. Good. Let's take that band off for a moment. Okay. So we're going to go into a deadlift position again, okay? So if you have your kettlebell, your dumbbell, whatever we're using for the day, we're going to get into that position. So go away from the buns for a second. The other thing that someone answered or was talking about was working on their biceps. So we're going to do a little combo here. Grab your weight. The limiting factor will be the bicep curl for this one, okay? So we're going to do a row, but this time the row, normally we kind of drive that elbow in nice and tight to the ribs. We're going to bring it out about a 45 degrees. So we're going to pull up and that elbow is going to finish back behind your back instead of finishing in tight and right next to our torso. So 45 degree out to the side, elbow goes 45, but we're going to drive that elbow back. So we're going to find that nice little squeeze back here, just below that armpit. So we'll go to our position here, and we're going to drive that elbow back 45 degrees. Okay, drive that back elbow up as high as it can go. Okay, you're going to get about 12 to 15 of those. Let that elbow or that shoulder blade slip out of the bottom, and then pull it back in towards that spine, right? So depending on your weight, if you have a heavy weight, you might not be able to get 12 to 15. Maybe you go from 8 to 10 or 8 to 12 there. Whatever that number is for you, it's going to be. We all have a different size weight. So let's give ourselves a good range and leaving a couple of these, couple repetitions in the tank, meaning don't go to failure, right? Don't need to go to that failure point. Notice how I'm bracing with my left hand while I row with that right arm. I got a couple more, and I'll get one more in there. We're going to stay on this right arm. Now, you might have to change it wherever you're at. So now we're going to go in that bicep curl now, okay? Palms up. Give me that nice little bicep curl. Slow, controlled. Palms up. Bring it to the outside of that body. Right back up. Notice there's no rocking. There's no swinging. We're trying to keep it all in that bicep. Now, I think that's super easy for you. You can always put that hand back behind your arm. So now that arm is more forward instead of letting that elbow come back. Now we're going to put a little bit more tension on that bicep, right? And that might be harder to get out of that bicep curl if you have a light weight, yeah? So you can always challenge yourself by just changing the angle of the joint. And again, you're going to get your range. It's a big range depending on your weight. 8 to 15 of these. Just leave a couple in the tank for yourself. One more for me. Oh, yeah. Whew, shake that arm out. Shake that arm out. Good. We're going to go to that opposite side now. So if you started on your right, we're going that left for that bent over row position. Let that shoulder blade slide out, but notice how my low back is still flat. Okay, drive it up 45 degrees, right back down, let that shoulder blade slide back out towards the floor, drive it back up, squeezing that shoulder blade back towards that spine. Big breath out on the way up, breathe back in on the way down. Take your time. Again, repetitions are going to change. 8 to 15 of these. It's a big range. So I see some of you guys have some large weights. Some of you have some smaller weights. So leave a couple in the tank for yourself, because you know what's next is that bicep curl. That makes it kind of a challenging combo for us to have. When you're all done with your rows, stand up nice and tall. Not a big break. And we're gonna go to that bicep curl. Bring that up. I gotta flip my watch around. And we're gonna get that curl in there. Nice and steady. Take your time. It's a nice little combo. We're going for beauty today. Buns and guns for the moment. We'll change it up. We'll get some core in there. Don't you worry. I got one more of me. For my forearm starts to break down. Your forearm starts to break down, and we're starting to use the hips and shoving everything in there, using everything but that bicep. Cut it off, right? Think slow, think controlled. That's it, good. Try not to get that rock in there. After this, we're gonna throw that band back on. If you don't have a band, you're back on the ground doing a single leg deadlift. Single leg bridge on one side, count of 15, 10 to 15 of those. Single leg bridge on the other side, 10 to 15, if you do not have a band. Then when we go to the other ones, you go put both feet on the ground, same thing, both feet on the ground, okay? So now grab your band if you got it. Good reason to get your band. Participate with all these other different exercises that you haven't done in a while or have never done before. All right, here we go. We're gonna repeat everything one more time. Feet wide. We're gonna travel down laterally. Always trying to step. I'm gonna show you this way. We'll step, break that band, make those shins vertical. Step, break that band, work it out. Trying to keep your toes facing forward. Okay, work it back, keeping those toes facing forward. Try not to let them splay out to the sides. Keep them forward, keep them forward. Good. You do that two times down and back. Now, if you are new to it, just go down one time, take a little break, let your butt break so you're not sore for 5 or 6 days, right? These guys will catch up to you pretty quickly. Step, push those knees out, own that position, step, break it. Good. When you get back to that end, just wait there for a second, shake out your glutes. And if you don't know how far to go, use your mat. Use the length of your mat, travel up, travel back. As one, travel back, travel up, travel back. If that's too easy for you, obviously you can lengthen it out. So simple things to change. All right. So now we're gonna go to those monster walks. Nice and wide with those legs, feet go outside the hips. We're gonna take really small steps. Small, small, small. Take as many as you can. Before you get to count them, you do this, count them. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Tap, right? Work your way back. 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So whatever number you had, try to beat it by 5 or 6 steps this time. Okay. So smaller steps. Ready, set, let's go. Small, small, small. Push those knees apart. Feel those buns cooking. These are called monster walks. Boop. Let's go back. Simple, small motions, but very gives you feedback right away and immediately. And you can see the popularity in those types of a band. Some people love that stuff. Shake it out. Let those buns cool down. All right. We're going to go into a nice little squat. So feet just outside the hips again. We're not going to go up all the way. We're going to go 3/4 of the way up. So we'll squat down, drive ourselves back up, try to squeeze those glutes at the top, back down, right back up. 2, 3, 4, push those knees out. 5, good. 6, nice job, you guys. 7, 8, 2 more. 9, last one. 10, shake them out, shake them out. All right, last ones we're doing. Step 45, forward. We'll step, try to break that band. Don't let that knee fall in yet. Okay, we'll own this position. We'll tap it, keep tension on that band. Step, tap, step, tap. 4, end up on that foot you didn't start with. Push those knees out. Try not to let them collapse in until you're ready to move that back leg. Work it, tap it, step it, tap it. Good. Ooh. All right, I'm done with that thing. 2 rounds is good. We don't want to disable some people, so we'll stick with 2 rounds to start with. All right. Woo. If your buns aren't cooking, let's see whose hands are up, whose buns are cooking. It happens pretty quickly, right? Yep. So quick, easy, effective way to work it, and just to kind of wake up that whole area for you. All right, grab your weight. We're going to go to that wider row that we normally do. We're not going super wide. We're going 45 degrees with that elbow. Drive that elbow back as far as you can. Work that posterior deltoid. Work part of that upper Latin traps. Okay? So we're going to come down. Again, your repetitions are from 8 to 15, depending on your weight. Keep 1 or 2 in the tank for yourself now. 3, 2, 1. Let's pull it. Get a nice squeeze at the top, slow back down. Go slow, go controlled. Don't jerk it up there and let it fall back down. I want you to go slow, and I want you to go controlled. Working on that strength. Slow, control back. Slow, controlled on the way back down. I'm going to come around and take a look. You guys keep working. Show me that 45. Good. Slow. Very nice. Good. Slow and controlled. Think 1, 2, up, 1, 2, down, up. Good. Nice job, you guys. Beautiful. Way to take your time. Now, if it's super light, even go slower. Get that nice contraction at that top. And done. Good. So whenever you guys are done with your count, shake it out. We're going to go into that bicep curl. Again, you can put your arm back here if you wanted to, right? And it keeps that arm forward more. That's harder for that bicep to fire there. Makes it more inefficient. So if you have super light weight, push that elbow forward some, right? If you have a heavier weight, you can keep it nice and close to your body. So it's up to you. How you want to do it? How do you want to challenge yourself today? Sticking with that same arm. Again, leave 1 or 2 in the tank for yourself. Once we start throwing the hips and leaning back into it, right? Maybe that's that time where we either wait a second longer down here, take a couple extra breaths, and then try to get another one in. Oh, if my form's still suffering from them, just cut it off, okay? Just be done with that movement. So just be nice and controlled. We're just focusing on that bicep. You get some in that forearm too. Slow control, just like we've been doing. All right. I'll come around, take a look at you guys again, since you guys are still moving, getting after it. Nice. There you go. And obviously, if you have options, you can always go a little bit heavier, right? Now, once we're done, let's switch our hands, and we're gonna go right into that row, not with a lot, with a very little break. Okay. So most of us are done. Let's row. As soon as you're done with that other arm, we're gonna get into that nice row. Let that shoulder blade slip out, drive it back, get that elbow up nice and high. Good. Keep going. I'm gonna come around and watch this side for you. Good, very nice. Way to go. Slow control thing. 1, 2, 1, 2. Get that slow eccentric contraction on that way down. Don't let gravity just pull you, right? Get that eccentric contraction. That's where those muscles get built. It's where we get stronger there. Excellent. Good. Keep it going. Nice control there, my friends. Very nice. Keep going. I'll get a few more reps in. I'll try to look up every once in a while. Not a huge break. Once you're done with that row, stand up, take about 15 seconds or so. Couple extra breaths, and we'll get into that nice curl. Curl how you want. Now, I found like the kettlebell is a lot more challenging. It probably, if this was 25 pounds, what is it, 26 pounds? It feels more like 30 or so, because just the way it's shaped. Just feels heavier. So for me, this is a good weight for me. Oh. And again, 1 to 2 left in the tank. Try not to sway. Try just to go from A to B, right? A to B. Get that nice contraction at the top. Very nice, guys. Perfect. Nice job controlling it. Slow, controlled. 1, 2, up. 1, 2, back down. Slow count. 1, 2, 1, 2. Excellent. Very nice. Oh. Good. Christine is still working. Sylvia, you good? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Excellent. All right, guys. Good. We've got one more round of all that, FYI, then we'll move forward. So we'll get 3 rounds in, then we're going to move forward. We'll do some other stuff. We'll get those buns, we'll get those guns knocked out. Let's see, when everyone's done. So you're going to grab your bands. Looks like everyone's done. Last time with those bands. Now, if it's you're not used to these, and this is your 3rd round, you can either skip this 3rd round, or you can pull the bands up higher towards your waist. Okay, so you might want to go a little bit higher so we're not so sore that you can't get off your toilet seat. All right, so fair warning, they are challenging, or they can be very challenging, right? All right, lateral steps. We're gonna work it out. We're gonna work it back. Okay. We're gonna go in 5. Hurry up. 4. I see ya. 3, 2. Let's work our way down. Let's go. Tap, tap. Let's own those positions for just that half a second, and then bring that other foot in. Tap and in. Tap and in. There you go. Good. Get down to your end point. Work your way back. Good. Only difference is you're gonna go laterally, Miss Allison. Yeah, go sideways. So we're going sideways, sideways. Yep, there you go, sideways. You're just a step ahead of us on those forward ones, those little monster walks. Work it. Should be a little warm. Don't overcook them. Don't want to overcook buns. They can get burnt, right? You don't need burnt buns. Down and back 2 times, shake it out. Give yourself a second. We'll go into those monster walks in just a moment. So feet go outside those hips, pushing those knees out. Now, if I let my knees collapse in and I do them, nothing's gonna happen, right? They're abductors, abductors, okay? They take away the knees from that midline here. So keep those knees out. Ready? We're gonna count our steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Boop that camera, boop wherever you're at. Work your way back. Try to match that number. Whatever that number is for you. Small steps, but fierce. Woo! Very nice. Whatever your number was, try to beat it by 4 steps this time. So if you had 30 last time, try to get 34. Here we go. Break it. Push those knees out. Small, controlled. Work it up. All the way up, all the way up. Work it back. I have not done these in about a year. And I guarantee tomorrow, Pete's going to be a bit sore. All right. If you're on the ground, stand up. We're going to go into squats. So we're going to squat it out, squat down, push those knees out at the bottom, stand back up. 1. We're just going to get 10 of those. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Woo! All right, happy buns. All right, here we go. 45-degree step forward. We're gonna step, break that band, tap, step, tap. Work your way forward. There you go. All the way. Work it forward. Stay low. Give me that athletic position. High fives. Here we go. Step and tap. 2 times. Down and back. Whew. Got a little more. I'm going to wait back here for a second. All right, here we go. Step, tap, step, tap. Work my way back. Last one. Then I'll get rid of this band. Oops, excuse me, Murph. Okay. Woo. All right, all right. Last time at those rows. Shake out your booty. Grab your weight. Once I see all you guys with your weights, you let me know that you're ready to roll. Today's more of a freestyle day, so keep thinking in your heads what else you want to work, and I'll keep trying to figure things out that we can do as we go along. So if anyone else has something to chime in, besides biceps and buns, We can either stick with it or we can move forward. So you let me know. 3, 2, 1. Put that hand on that knee. Support yourself. Let that shoulder blade come out towards the floor and give you that nice wide row. Arms gonna finish at 45 again. Reach and drive that elbow back. Think slow, think controlled. Slow, controlled. 1, 2, pause. 1, 2, pause. Up, 1, 2, get that pause at the top. 1, 2, pause, down, 2. This time I want you to get as many as you can in. If you get to 15, if you pass 20, maybe just stop there because that weight's just too light and you're just gonna get bored. Doing that same motion. Think about what that weight's also doing to your core, right? If it's heavy, it's gonna wanna turn you and twist you. So you have to fight it by keeping your back flat, right? And not letting that dumbbell, kettlebell twist you, pull your hips around. So keep that core tight as well. Wow. All right. That's good for me. Shake that arm out when you're ready. We're going to stand up into that nice little bicep curl position. In 5. Ooh, we're going to take a little bit extra time on that one. If you're good, you can get into your curl. Oh, and I'll try to get it going. So leave about 1 in the tank for yourself. Sometimes I'll give myself 1 strike or 2 strikes when I get to that tired point. And if I notice myself starting to do that whole thing, cranking back and just letting the hips whip into it, and my low back, I'll count it as a strike 1, right? If I do it again during my workout, that same one, I'll just cut it off. So just try to be in control of the weight is all we're going into, right? That's all I'm trying to get you. Sometimes you just might have to wait an extra couple seconds at the bottom before you get it again. And get that nice curl again. Whew, shaking out my arm. All right, so if you're finished, go immediately to that opposite side for that row. So come on down, row it. Not a big break, big row. Drive that elbow back. Keep going. I'll come around and take a look at y'all. There you go. Good. Reach. There you go. Drive that elbow up and back. Very good. Nice, Sylvia. Nice, Denise. Or sorry, Dana. Allison looking solid. Eric and Pete, I'm sure you guys are doing great. Once you're done with your rows, try to keep your back there, Allison. Don't try to stand up with it, right? Just keep yourself here and then row. Yeah, that's good. Put your weight on that hand, your left hand. Once you're done there, get into that bicep curl. There you go. Good. Nice job. All right, I'm going to decouple in on this arm so I'm not too lopsided. Ooh. When you're done, you're done. Nice. I like what Sylvia's did. I think she did a couple of these, just kind of helped herself up out of there, right? Might get stuck. Oh, get a little tap on the other hand. Help it up if it needs some love. Slow on that way down. Once you're done, you're done. And then this is a good time for us to chime in see if we still like what we're doing or to move forward.
I like what we're doing. What about like some reverse flies or something, like to work kind of just the posture and
You want some reverse flies?
yeah.
I like that. Good. I like that feedback. So this is where the bands will come into handy. So if you don't have bands, you can use dumbbells as well. Okay. So we can do some of that stuff for postural movements. All right. Anything else? Longer bands, the long ones. You have long bands, not like the short ones.
I would say deltoids in general because it's becoming tank top weather.
Hey-o. I like your style, brother. All right, so we got delts right now. We'll get delts. We'll also get in a couple of other movements, okay? We'll also get some of that core up in there. Hopefully, we're all doing well on our diets as well, okay? If you need help, hit up Adam or I. We can give you guys some more suggestions on what we can do. So give me 1 second. Let me grab my bands. Aha, there's my banana. All right. Different types of bands out there. Some people have the hoop, and that works out fine. Some people have the one that's just a single like this. However, we can do them both the same way. So if you have a band, and let's say it's really easy, right? Like just a single one here, you can always double up on it. Okay, you can always double up on it here. So you can always just fold it over and make it more give it more tension, basically is all I'm saying. If you're on a hoop, okay, let's say this is your hoop, you just, instead of doing both here, you just grab that top part of that band, pretending like this is all still one piece, right? Just grab the top part and we can do pull aparts here. So we're gonna start with pull aparts for a second, okay? So we're gonna find where your belly button is at, okay? Grab your band, find your belly button, push your arms out straight as they can be, right? Hopefully you can see that. Now we're going to stretch that band back and hit that belly button, right? Try to pull those arms back as far as you can and let the arms come back out in front of you. Always keeping a little bit of tension there. Pull it, squeeze it, and back. Now, the lower that band is, you might feel it travel up higher towards your traps. So pull it. We're gonna do that 10 times. I'm on 4. Here's 5. Good squeeze. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Finding that belly button every single time. Now we're gonna go below your chest. So wherever your chest is, we're gonna push those bands out in front of you. We're gonna pull it back towards that chest. Try to break that band. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hopefully those shoulders are getting warm. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now, the second part of all this, obviously, the closer we choke in, the more tension you're going to receive there, right? You're not going to be able to pull it apart quite as easy. Further you bring your hands, the more, the easier it's going to get. So you're going to choose where you want it to go. Last 10 we're going to do, we're going to pull to our chest. So we're going to pull above the chest. So maybe around that collarbone, okay? We're going to do 10 here. Should be a little bit easier. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pull it to that collarbone one more time. Ooh, shake those guys out. Hopefully that gets a little bit warm back there. Should have prefaced this. So let's keep working on our core now. So I guess let's start working on our core. So I'm going to tilt my camera down. We're going to hit the ground. We're doing all fun stuff today. Hopefully it's fun. I like it. We're going to sit down, lay on our back, cross our right foot over our left ankle, right foot over our left knee. There we go. All right, hands go back behind your head. Now we're gonna extend this leg out. Okay, now my low back is flat on the ground. This is as low as my leg is gonna go. When I crunch, I'm gonna kick. So I'm gonna do a little crunch and a kick. Let that heel come back down. Crunch, kick. Chest goes back down. Everything up. 2, 3. So this is my figure 4 crunch. 5, 6. We're gonna get 15 of those in. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Good. Let's set those feet back on the ground. Cross that other ankle over that knee. We're going to bring that leg up in the air, and we're going to crunch and kick in 3, 2, 1. Let's crunch and kick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, getting spicy, 15, good. We're gonna keep the spice in that area now. So we're gonna go into bicycles in 3, 2, knees up. Let's go. Let's go opposite knee, opposite elbow. Let's hold it there though. Hold it. We're gonna go slow, switch it, hold, and switch. Hold, switch, hold it, switch, hold it, switch, hold, switch, hold this last one. Let's go a little faster now. Let's go. Just cruise it out. Cruise it out. We're going to speed it up in 5, 4, 3, 2. We're going down the spring water corridor. Let's go quick. It's getting a little shady down there. I'm taking them on a tour. What? 3, 2, 1. Rest. All right. Oh, very nice, guys. All right. Now, if you don't have a band at the moment, you can always use your dumbbells, and we can do reverse flies here. Okay, you guys can go into Y's, so not completely out to the sides, but we're coming into a Y position, or you can also go your lateral raises if you don't have these bands at the moment. But those of us who have bands, we're going to keep this going. We're going to go in 5, 4. I'm going to double up on mine, get some extra love in here. 3, 2, find your belly button. Keep your hands belly button height. Pull. Drive those shoulder blades together at the back. 2. You're going to get 10 of those. 3, 4. If you have your dumbbells, 8 to 10 repetitions in those flies, those 3 different positions I just showed you. Squeeze it back there. Open that chest up. 9, 10. Good. Shake them out. Give them a little shaky shake. We're going to go below your chest. In 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's pull them. Open that chest up. 2, 3, 5. Think about pulling those shoulder blades together. 6, 7. You can move around. You don't have to stand in one place. I like moving. 10. Excellent. Shake them out. Sometimes people get in the front of their deltoids, and that's just by coming back in, right? That eccentric contraction. So that's when you know everything's firing. All right, above the chest. Last one for people with the bands. In 3, 2, 1. Pull it. 1, 2. Get a good squeeze back there. 3, 4, 5, 6. It's working for Allison. 7, 8, 9, and good. Shake those guys out. Woo. Let's hit that ground again. Figure fours and bites. We're almost done with this. Figure fours and bites. Hit the ground in 5. Right ankle, left knee. 3. Leg up. Let's go. Crunch and kick for 1. Got 15. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Modification for that is to just bend that knee, right? If it gets too hard, just bend that knee so it's not straight. But we're gonna go in 5, 4, 3, 2, leg up, crunch and kick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14. Oh yeah, that's stingy. Ow. I'll take a break. Hope you're okay with that. All right. Here you go. Big breath in. Big breath out. Let's bring our knees up. Let's go for that hold in 3, 2, 1. Up and hold. Hold that bike and switch. Hold it and switch. Hold it, switch, and switch. 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 Try to extend that leg out as much as you can. Switch. 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 There you go. Very nice. Keep it up. Switch. Let's speed it up. Medium pace. Medium pace. Nice, easy bike ride. Here we go. We're going to speed it up in 3, 2, 1. Nice and quick. Nice and quick for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and good. Oh yeah. Let's go to your bellies right away. All the way on your bellies. Let's go into that cobra position on your forearms. Stretch out those abs. Keep your hips on the ground. Look up. So you feel that nice stretch in the abs. Big breath in, big breath out. Hopefully you guys can wear your tank tops this weekend. Ugh. Maybe go for a crop top. Show off this area. Your new little six-pack that you just developed. Excellent. So from there, you're gonna roll over. Let's stretch out our glutes. Oh, let's cross that knee back over. Kind of how we did that figure 4 earlier. You can reach through, grab that shin or that knee, pull that knee towards your chest. Now, if you don't like this stretch, you can always go back to that pigeon pose. Just another way of doing it. Different ways to stretch that same muscle group. I like them all. You can always use that wall too. And I'll show you how to do that. Might as well, right? You got a wall. Get your butt close to that thing. Put your foot flat on there. And then sit down into it. If you don't feel it yet, scoot your butt a little bit closer to that wall. Right? And then cross it. And then sit into it. And you get more of a stretch. Good. Now put your foot down. And we're going to push that knee away from us now. So push that knee away. See if we get a different stretch in that glute. So the hands pushing that knee down. If you're not getting it in that position, you can always pull that heel closer to your body and then push away. See if you get a stretch in that hip. And you may not if you're very flexible. You're super flexible.
Mommy, what does this button do?
Let's switch it up. Let's get that glute stretch again on the other side. Reach through, grab and pull. We're just gonna hold on to it for a moment.
What? I just did. Now I'm not
It goes back on the floor. Let's push that knee away from us now. You can use both hands. Again, if that's not working, pull that knee closer to you and then push this one away. Let's come out of it. Now, stand up. Someone said they have like, they're kind of tight in that groin area. So let's get this big exaggerated A-frame, okay? We're gonna go down to one side. You can put your weight on your knee. You can put your hands on the ground. Try to keep that foot flat. Try to keep this leg straight. We're trying to find a nice little stretch in that groin area there. Hold it. We'll slowly walk the hands over to that opposite foot. Straighten out this leg here. Sink down into it. So I'm pushing into that ground and trying to get that nice stretch in that groin area. And we'll walk it back. We're going to go to a lunging position. Big step forward. We're going to get that hip flexor stretch. Push that hip forward. Feel that stretch. We'll reach up. And then we'll reach over to the side.
You don't have to do anything.
And then back. We'll push it forward again. Find that stretch. Reach up. Reach over. And then back. Then I want to go to the other side. The last one we're going to do. Hip goes forward. Get that nice stretch in that hip flexor. Then I'm going to reach up. Reach over for a little bonus.
On the edge.
Good, and back. We'll do that one last time. Forward. Reach up. Reach over. Hold it as long as you like. And then I'm coming off it. And that's it for the day. You got buns, you guns, you got delts, you got abs.
Was I
Hopefully you
not
guys had a
unmuted
good
this whole
time.
time? I'm sorry.
What's that?
Was I unmuted this whole time? I'm sorry if you heard it all.
Oh,
all
it was
good.
just the last couple minutes.
Oh, okay.
Thanks, Pete.
Thanks,
Have a
guys.
great weekend.
Nice.
Hopefully that works out. If you guys need more guns in there, hey.